So what we do before big championship games, we did it before the Super Bowl, we take the 10 best players we believe, and it gives us some sense of who's going to win this series. So, and we've had some success. We did it with the Rams and the Bengals, and I think we thought the Rams had 6 of the 10 best players. And sometimes the team with fewer great players has 1 or 2 at the top, but not the depth. So let's do the 10 best players in the finals. Here we go. Number 10 would be the Celtics' big guy, Robert Williams. Best defensive rating of any Celtic defensive player, and that's saying something. Now, he's had injuries. He's missed a lot of games. But if he's on the floor, he shut down Bam Adebayo. And, Draymond Green was telling me yesterday, I talked to Draymond, he's like, if that guy's on the floor, we're not scoring inside. So number 10 would be Robert Williams. Number 9, I would say Al Horford. He's Mr. Double-double in the playoffs. He'll give you 12 and 12. He's also been a very efficient three-point shooter in the series. He's experienced, high IQ basketball player, a little better defender than people give him credit for, but Al's going to give you double-doubles as much as anybody in this finals. Number 8, I would say Jordan Poole. Now, he comes off the bench, but he averages over 17. And the difference between him and Horford and Robert Williams, if he scored 30 in one of these games, you wouldn't be shocked. He's got a huge ceiling, very clever, lightning fast first step. Jordan Poole, 17 a game off the bench. One of the reasons I like Golden State. They've got a lot of people that can beat you. Number 7, maybe a little low, Marcus Smart. His thing is inconsistency. When he scores, they don't lose. He's a great defensive player. Again, offensively is a struggle for him. He's not a natural, fluid offensive player. But about every third or fourth game, he'll give you 20+. And when he's done it in the playoffs, the Celtics are 5-0. Number 6, Andrew Wiggins. The best thing I can say about Andrew Wiggins, and a lot of people don't buy into plus-minus, he's got the best in the finals among all players. But when he's on the floor, you feel like the Warriors are more athletic and better defensively. And that's the best thing I can say about him. When he's on the floor, I feel like he's just a 6'7.5", springy, twitchy athlete. He could score 20. He could shut Jason Tatum down for moments. Andrew Wiggins, number 6. Number 5 is the catalyst often, Draymond Green. He's leading all remaining players in assists, believe it or not. And he doesn't hit many threes, but in the 20 games this year, he hit one. They won 19. So, and Draymond will get the toughest defensive assignment. He is annoying and difficult. He's the Rodman of this era, but a little better offensively, a lot better offensively, because he is often the catalyst of this offense. Number 4 is Klay Thompson. Listen, they've made the finals in 6 straight years when he's healthy. The 2 years he wasn't, they stunk. So Klay allows Steph Curry breathing room on the defensive end. I don't think he's as good defensively as he was before the injuries. But in that last game against Dallas, it was like, uh-oh. And it should be noted, he's shooting better in the postseason than in the regular season. And I don't think that's necessarily physical. I think a lot of that is mental coming off injuries. So Klay looks like he's got his stroke back, and he could be the difference in this series. Number 3, Jalen Brown, who has not had the surgeries, but gives you some of the dimensions of Klay. Good three-point shooter, very good defensively, and he's the second leading scorer for the Celtics. Very dependable player. I never thought he would be this good offensively in the league. I thought he would be an NBA player. He'd be an all-defensive, super athletic at Cal. But he's become a very consistent offensive player. And in the conference finals, he made more threes than any other player. He made 19. So he's a little Klay Thompson for them. But I think physically now he hasn't had to combat some injuries. Number 2, Jason Tatum, one of the best young players in the game. I got no holes in his game. I don't think he's a terrific ball handler. He can be a little sloppy and turnover prone. But so can the number 1 player, and that's Steph Curry, who's the leading scorer in the offseason, the most lethal scorer, the fastest scorer, the game changer. He is the most active player without the ball in the league. He's the table setter. He's the finisher. He's the culture setter. He's the leader. He can be a little sloppy like Tatum. A little showy at times, but his influence, I don't understand, and you don't hear it much anymore. But whenever I hear shade thrown at him, I'm like, I don't get it. I mean, he is the most influential, not the best, but he's the most influential player of my life. Basketball does not look the same as it did like 10 years ago. Michael Jordan's the best player, arguably, but I saw some of that with Kobe. I'd seen a lot of springy athletic players. Steph is like one of one. A lot of people trying to duplicate it, and there's nobody out there. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.